Hello there. Got turn 43 of LA Erytheia. And let's see, we've got 3 battles because we launched 3 attacks. So let's go ahead and check them out. We've got Snowford. This is our Sea King squad. And it looks like the Oppressor Archon has swapped out with the new Lystragonian Tyrant, who flew in on a magic carpet, complete with the MR gear. So he'll be about 27 MR when all is said and done. All the troops are just running past each other. The mages have routed the PD. He's eating some soul slays. 27 MR is a lot, though. Going up against the sea trolls. So, should be reinvigorating off of them, which is unfortunate. Oh, these guys are not routed. They just came back to help. Help the angry snake monster. Let's see if the replay bug affects this one too much. I do remember my sea trolls routing. I'm not sure if that many of them died, though. Oh, he flies. Where does he fly to? Okay. Oh gosh, please don't. So the troll guards notably can actually punch through 32 protection. Because they do a 37 damage glaive. They do have not the greatest attack skill at 8, but this guy has a defense skill of 5 when he's a little bit harassed down. Additionally, we can see that what has been hitting him? I think I've been hitting him with Frozen Heart. Sea Troll gets hit, or hits him, Frozen Heart again. So his MR is buffed to the 9s. Oops, sorry. So Soul Slay is unlikely to kill him, especially from a group this small. But his cold resist isn't there. So he's taking a ton of damage from Frozen Heart. And even the Sea Trolls are occasionally hitting him. So the classic problem with super combatants is he's been geared for one thing, but he's encountered a couple of different things. So in this particular force, I've got this guy, who I think was doing Advance and Cast with Frozen Heart spam. We have the Soul Slay spam in the back. I guess these guys are routing. And then, yeah, and then we have the Troll Guards, which hit really hard. So we've hit him on 3 different vectors, and he probably really only could have kitted for 2 of them. Because if he did the cold resist armor, or maybe he could have done a cold resist ring, in which case he wouldn't have made it to this battlefield. That would protect from the Frozen Heart quite a bit, and then he could protect from that, but then maybe we end up hitting him enough that he dies from just damage because the cold resist armor would lower the protection. But maybe the best possible kit, if he knew what he was running into, which he didn't necessarily, could have been something like, so he's got a little bit of shock resist, which is good. Maybe instead of the carpet, just the cold resist ring. So then you're still running 32 protection, 27 MR, and 15 cold resist. And that'll stop all the Frozen Heart nonsense. But, I mean, it's entirely possible he doesn't really have access to water mages as well. So it might be hard for him to get that. I think there's a couple of fire items that give some cold resist, but yeah, unfortunate, but well, fortunate for me. But we managed to kill another tyrant, but unfortunate for Flagra. And we have a number of mages here. I think that's one of the strengths of like wide path astral nations like Arco and Erytheia is you can bring multiple threat vectors pretty easily without necessarily giving away which ones you're choosing. So all right. Let's see. Yeah, I don't probably don't. I think I missed showing one of these, but I think we'll be okay. Urko kills the barbarians. Patala thugs against some militia. Man goes after Utgard a little bit, and Arco takes the fort as part of the agreement. 40 crossbowmen in the fort, though. Definitely caused a little bit of attrition. And then we have a Pearl Mage get wounded. And yeah, I think that's it. So what are we doing this turn? This turn, so unfortunately we didn't break the walls here, so we're gonna have to take another turn to siege. Let's see, I think I'm sending 3 Earth Gems to Satis. I think he ends up just sending those right back to me. And I think at some point I send this Hesperide in to heal some diseases. Oh, so this one's going to come do it. Alright. And continuing to fill out infrastructure, starting to turn on a little bit of recruitment, I think. Yeah, a little bit. And this army is moving in to cut off reinforcements to this fort. We see the force in the capital is really expanded through a lot of terracotta soldiers and wolves. So I wouldn't call it a high quality army, but there's definitely a number of mages here that we gotta watch out for. Meanwhile, Man is working down Utgard. And we're going to keep working on our expansion, just in case we bump with this force here of Rangers and Zweihanders. We're going to move a couple of Water Elemental casters off of the main fort. So we've got the force that was moving with the Sea King, but now has fewer troops, but we're going to supplement it with Water Elementals now. So that's the plan there. And not a whole lot else going on, I think. So yeah, I think this is when the game finally starts starts calming down in some ways, at least for a few turns. So I think we're good here. In terms of research, we've got 4 6s now, which is pretty nice. 2 of them are kind of what I would consider non-combat paths. Like, I know there's some good spells in here, like Legions of Steel, but kind of consider construction and conjuration non-combat paths. So we've got 2 combat paths up to 6s. We made our water mages useful with Alt 6. And we've got Enchantment 6 for Sow Dragon Teeth, which is a nice power bump that we just got recently. And we're running up to Enchant 7, which, what does this give us? One of the things I was concerned about was Thetis' Blessing. I'm still concerned about it, but there's Gift of Health, Awakened Tree Lord, Serpent's Blessing. Yeah, good nature stuff here. I'm not sure how much of this we can cast though. Um, I guess through a communion we can cast some of this stuff. Like Serpent's Blessing. I think this is primarily for Serpent's Blessing, if I remember right. We've got Foul Vapors casters. It would be nice to not nuke our army with Foul Vapors, force the enemy to kill it. So I believe that's the goal there. It also lets us protect ourselves from Foul Vapors. And then after that, we're running to Thom 7, which opens up the possibility of Charm and Enslaved Mind spam from a Communion, which can be pretty nasty on an Arco type of nation. What else do we get? I guess Vortex of Returning. Not a whole lot. We might change some of this up. What does Alt 7 give us? I think Mass Protection. Yeah, so. And Doom. Sea of Ice can be nice if we're getting overwhelmed and we need to just kind of shut ourselves off for a while. Fog Warriors, Phoenix Pyre. Okay. Yeah, a lot of good stuff here. Should probably prioritize Alt 7 over Thom 7. And Evo 6 is Wrathful Skies, Astral Fires, Mind Hunt spam. Yeah. So I think ideally I probably go ahead and finish out Enchant 7, but I probably swap these two with Thom. I don't know. Maybe I had different ideas at the time. It was a couple of weeks ago. And let's see. So I think that's it. This turn we're going to move a little counter raiding force up here, just in case these two guys attack. We're going to cut off these. We're going to take this, cut off the cap from this fort, and hopefully we break the fort walls next turn and we can assault. And I think at this point we've emptied out most of our lands. We still have a lot of birds along our coast, but I think we have a nap with Kalem by now. We do now, though. I know they're very interested in the throne. And yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, we've got all of our upkeep out running about, doing stuff, getting more gold and more territory and more gems for us. If it dies, then hopefully we'll now have the infrastructure behind that by the time that happens to replace it quickly. So that's kind of the plan and the goal, and seems to be working out. And so I will see you in turn 44. Have a good one.